So here's a few exercises I wanted to cover. All right, really quick. So the subtle energies are so important in our work as magicians. And through that subtle energy, we're able to perceive other energies around us, and we're able to cultivate and use these energies in our work to empower it to bend reality. And I feel like a lot of people actually miss this. So I wanted to talk about that. Let's run through a quick exercise really quick. Quick exercise really quick. I like the sound of that. All right. So all you're gonna do, this is called the 5 sense meditation. I want you to, if you're watching the screen, focus on this skull. Actually, you know what? Don't watch the screen. I want you to focus on an object and set your phone down to where you can still hear my voice, but I don't want you to look at your phone. Okay? It's gonna distract you from this exercise. So I'm gonna give you about 10 seconds to find something to look at and just focus your point of view on it. Okay. Now that you have something you're focused on, I want you to hear the sound of my voice. I'm focused on you right now. All right, I want you to focus on that object, your sight. I want you to stare at it. While you're focused on that object, I want you to look at all of your vision. Without taking your eyes off that object, I want you to see all that you can see, above, below, to your sides. Even hold your hands out and wiggle your fingers as far out as you can. You'd be amazed at how far back your eyes can actually see without even turning your head, without moving your eyeballs. The full scope of vision, all the light particles that are around us that are giving our minds, our brains information, all coming to you at once. I want you to just be aware of these things in your vision. Can you see the ground below you? Can you see, if you're in a house, see the ceiling above you or the sky above you if you're outside? Maybe you see the walls, or the trees, the books, everything that's coming into focus. You're not focusing. What you're actually doing, you might have noticed that by now you've started resting your eyes a little bit more on the original target. And your vision's gone more wide angle to be able to take in more information. Maybe you see your feet below you, your legs. Maybe you can see your hands. Maybe you can see your eyebrows, the tip of your nose. Now, while you're doing all of this, your eyes seeing all that they can see, I want you to engage your ears. So with your eyes seeing all that they can see, what can you hear? Can you hear the sound of my voice? Can you hear the wind blowing if you're outside? Or maybe you hear the commotion going on in your house. Maybe the washing machine's running. Maybe you have a TV on in the background. What all can you hear? So with your eyes seeing all that they can see, and your ears hearing all that they can hear, maybe you hear the birds chirping through my video. You hear the cows. You can hear the wind. So with your eyes seeing all they can see and your ears hearing all they can hear, what can you feel with the sense of touch? Can you feel your tongue in your mouth? Can you feel the air in and out of your nostrils as you breathe or passing over your lips? Can you feel the seat that you're sitting in? Could you before? Can you feel the floor or the ground beneath your feet? Can you feel your hands touching the other parts of your body? Maybe feel the hair on your head. So you are now engaging your sight to its fullest. Your eyes perceive everything that your eyes can see. Your ears are hearing everything that they can hear. And your touch is feeling all that it can touch. All three at once. Now, with your eyes seeing all they can see, your ears hearing all they can hear, your touch feeling all it can touch, can you smell anything? I can smell the trees, the outdoors. I can smell the leftover from the incense I was just burning in this spell. Maybe you can smell a candle you have lit in your house, or you can smell the smell of coffee. What can your nose smell? Oh, with your eyes seeing all they can see, your ears hearing all they can hear, your touch feeling all it can touch, your nose smelling all it can smell, what can you taste? Maybe you can taste the coffee in your mouth. Maybe you can taste a little bit of salt on your lips. You really have to try a little bit. Sometimes it's best to prepare with something to put in your mouth before this meditation when you do this on your own time. Now, right now you have all 5 of your senses, your physical senses engaged. What we've accessed here isn't anything we don't already do, but we've accessed the awareness of it. You're now aware of all 5 senses at once. Most people are unconscious about their senses. Now, why is this important, and what does it have to do with magic? Because in the middle of all 5 of these senses is a 6th sense. This is where the supernatural meets the natural. The more you increase your awareness, the more sensitive you are to the unseen world, the unseen things around you, the subtle energies. If you've ever felt like you were being looked at and you turned and there's somebody looking at you, that was an unseen energy. You just happened to, it was your 6th sense. So to sharpen your 6th sense, you need to sharpen all 5 of your other senses as well. Over time, our senses atrophy. When we're constantly focusing our eyes, looking at our phone, or reading books all the time, or we grow up in school and we learn to focus, what actually happens is our senses actually dull and weaken. If you're nearsighted, it means you read books a lot, or you stare at your phone a lot. You don't get a lot of exercise to look far away in the distance. If you're farsighted, it's the opposite. Maybe you're a truck driver for a living and you're always looking at the horizon. Our noses become atrophied. We're around a lot of strong fragrances, a lot of chemicals, and we don't actually take time to smell things. If you're in nature, when's the last time you've smelled the leaves or the grass, or actually picked it up, saturated your senses with the sense of smell, smelled the coffee before you drink it, smell the water before you take a sip, treat the water as a wine taster does, and then taste it. Taste the differences in different waters, taste the different ingredients in food. Go through, whenever I walk through the woods, I'm constantly touching the bark of trees and really feeling everything. I want to feel it. I want to saturate my sense of touch. When you see things, don't just look at it, but see it. See the way the light paints the trees and the shadows. Look at it through the eyes of a painter or a photographer. See the beauty in the world, all the different colors. If you get close enough to a tree, you can see that a tree's not just brown, but there's a multitude of colors in the tree. If you pick up a handful of sand and hold it up to the sun, it's not sand color, it's rainbow colored. People lack awareness. Most people, they live their lives, they get to the end of their lives and they realize that they've never actually truly lived. One of the things that's been revealed to me through forces of magic and through the spirits that I work with is awareness and our senses. The way we perceive this physical world can be thousands of times more beautiful, blissful. Our experience here can be so much more magical if we make it. If we make it more magical. Listen to me now. Our choice to just go through the world blindly, to continue the routine habits, to continue to ignore everything around us. We don't see the colors. We look at things, but we don't behold them. There's a difference. When you behold something, it's where you're stricken with awe. If you go down a hiking trail, don't just walk down the trail looking down at your feet to make sure you don't trip over everything. Walk slower. Take your time. Time is an illusion. Look up, look all around, look at all the beauty. Behold the beauty that's around us. The sounds, the smells, everything that comes in, it is a dream world. You realize this physical world is a spirit world. It's one of the spiritual realms, and we're in it and we're wasting it. We are wasting every second of every day, following routines, doing the mundane. When you look at something, look at them as though you've never seen them before. The people that we're around, our family members, our children, our parents. Don't just look at them as somebody you've known and you see every day. Look at them as somebody you've never met, but you are amazed by them. You are absolutely amazed by them. You're captivated by their beauty. You're captivated by who they are, their intelligence. Maybe they're funny. Maybe they are quiet. All these things that make them who they are. Fall in love with it all over again. If you're out in nature, fall in love, be in awe, like you've never seen this before. Every time I walk into these woods, I see these giant trees, these titans. I see the way the moss grows on them. I see the way they sway, they speak. I'm stricken with awe. I can't believe it. I can't believe how beautiful this is. Anytime I'm outdoors and I feel the wind on my skin, I'm alive. I get to feel that, the way it touches and caresses me. Where else has that wind passed over? Who has that wind touched? Where does it come from? What has it seen? Has it been to the ocean? Has it been to a desert? I'm telling you this now because we live this magical life. A lot of people, and I've been guilty of this too, we live this life to escape this. We want to escape something. I'm telling you, when we integrate, when we see the world as something beautiful and we see everything around us and life itself as beautiful, not only does more beauty come our way and great things and blessings come our way, things that the algorithmic universe sends us more things to have gratitude for, more things to be amazed by, more things to excite us. But now we're in this beautiful world that we also get to incorporate magic into. Think about that. Think about if you were to live in a dream, the most wonderful dream you could possibly dream, and then be able to do whatever you wanted in that dream. This is how it's done. This is how it's done. So from this moment on, I want you to think about this. I want you to try and remember to keep awareness at the forefront. Be aware of all that is around you, all the life, all the essence, all the energy, the taste, touch, smell, sound. All of it. It makes life wonderful. It makes life wonderful. Don't take another day for granted. You want to see miracles happen in your life? First, realize that you're in a miracle, that you are a miracle. The fact that you were one of millions upon millions of sperm cells that impregnated an egg, and when that sperm made it into the egg, there was a flash of light that was measurable in science. You are a miracle standing here today, and your life is a miracle, and everything that surrounds you is miraculous. If you can grasp this, and you can grasp the beauty of everything, I can even look at this skull. I see the way that it's shaped. I see the patterns on it, the colors, the way it feels. Everything to me is so beautiful. That's where I get my power from. And I'm telling you this because you can take power from that too. Incorporate it in your life. And this isn't to ignore all the negativity that happens around us. We often highlight the negativity and we just make mundane everything else. I'm telling you, see the miracles around you in the mundane, and magic will follow.